Welcome to the meeting of the Ware Board of Selectmen for February 23rd, 2022. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we're going to go a little out of order tonight, and I recognize Selectman Osborne.
Yes, back in January, I instigated a mask mandate, and as of tonight, I would like to rescind that immediately.
Second?
I believe there was a motion and seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
The governor lifted them today anyway.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Now, a lot of unfamiliar faces here. We're going to go to public comment with the 3-minute time limit recognition. So, anybody want to hear for public comment? Frank?
Frank Campana. I see the town has taken delivery of the purchase of the truck for the building department. I looked at it quickly. It was pretty good. This was a week or so ago. I'm glad to see that it has a town seal on it. I am certainly a proponent of all town vehicles being marked, all town vehicles. But I looked at the last few minutes, selectmen's meeting minutes, leading up to the final discussion about the truck. You know, I think Naomi had looked at a couple of different places, used, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason I look back at the minutes, and I could have missed it, I'm wondering what happened to the purchasing policy. I know Chairman Hippler, over time, you have been concerned about purchasing policy expressed for whatever the subject was at the time. I don't recall. I think Selectman Gann has also, I'm not quite sure. So I guess I'm wondering what happened to that. Like I say, the truck looks pretty good. It looks like it's a low-end, item, model. But how do I know as a taxpayer they got the best price? And my concern is, because I'm sure all other truck manufacturers make bottom, many different levels. So my concern is that I don't know if we got the best price, and it's probably something that somebody else would have had on the lot also, but more so to the fact, now are the selectmen getting into a single supplier purchasing, that you're going to start doing away with purchasing prices. I'm sorry, purchasing prices. You're going to start doing away with bid process. The highway department, his trucks, he kind of likes to stay with the same ones, not necessarily the lowest bid, and I can agree to that. But I mean, this vehicle here, it's a little used vehicle, not like a plow truck. So that's my comment. It looks like that's the way you're headed. I know the statement way back was a new way of doing business, and maybe that's part of it. So that's my concern, what happened to the purchasing policy.
Thank you, Frank. Anyone else for public comment? Tom?
Probably be less than 3 minutes. I noticed, again, town hall usage is on the agenda tonight, and again, I encourage the board to reopen the town hall for regular usage. I mean, I think even tonight's motion to not have a mask mandate within this building kind of leans toward the same thing, and that is, yes, we should still be careful, but it's been a long time since people have been able to use that, and I think it's time to make that change.
Thank you, Tom. Anyone else?
Name.
I think we're 6 feet.
Yeah, if we could just get you to state your name.
Yes, of course. George Dunn. I'm probably the newest member of Ware, newest citizen of Ware in the room or in the area. My wife and I moved here 6 months, 7 months ago. We know the area, though, because our grandchild was born down here, and they've lived in the area for quite a long time. We moved here to be with the grandkids and to be with the family. At my previous job, I taught for over 50 years. I'm teaching now, helping out in the middle school and the high school. And as my previous position, I directed about 160 shows with students. Also, approximately 50-plus shows with adults in a community theater, summer stock. And as you may know, and I haven't seen the agenda, but I think that there's a request, or that, I guess I'll make it, that we are going to stage Pine Tree Riot, which occurred here, and it's a 250 celebration.
It is on the schedule
I
tonight.
thought so. And I'll just say that I hope that we are able to use the Old Town Hall for a performance space. It would be one night, being able to get in there a little bit ahead of time for rehearsals, for tech, et cetera. I think it could be a really great thing for the town, the people, and it's significant in that it's an early, it chronicles an early action leading before the Revolutionary War. And we've been very lucky in that the casting has just gone wonderful. There are a lot of citizens and local people involved in the show, and I hope that the town council will see fit to be able to, since we've done away with our mask mandate, that we can use the old town hall. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to town.
Thank you. See you at the show.
All right, any other public comment? There being none, we'll move on to appointment planning board member, new member Paul Gannon. Come on up.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Paul Gannon, here in Ware since 2004, up there on Flanders Memorial Road and Betty Simon's old house. So if there's any questions, I guess, please.
What's your motivation to help the town?
I think that, planning board and town planning is, an essential element when it comes to what do we expect our town to be like in 10, 20, 30 years. It's essential that we always consider the rights of town people in terms of their property rights and what they can and can't do with their property, but we also need to consider, what people do on their property and how that affects community as a whole. And growth is going to continue, and I don't see it abating, and I just want to make sure that we manage it properly. I think the town has done a very good job, but it's something I would like to be, much more directly involved with.
Okay. The board have any questions?
Is this a full-time, or is it, or, I'm sorry, is this a
Alternate
full?
position.
It is an alternate.
Alternate, okay.
Did they tell you it's for 3 years if you get appointed?
Yes.
Just thought I'd let you know that.
There's always a fine print that we're trying to skip you up on.
Well, as I said in the Army, don't volunteer for nothing.
That's right.
Yet here you are.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Any other board members have any questions?
I have no questions.
All right, I'll move to appoint Paul Gannon as a alternate member of the planning board for a 3-year term.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Yes.
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 Thank you, welcome aboard.
Great, thank you.
And
Thank you for
tomorrow night-
volunteering.
Tomorrow night you have a meeting, Paul.
I'm sorry?
Tomorrow night you have a meeting.
Okay.
There it is, you've been voluntold.
You don't need to stick around if you don't want to.
Oh, I may just for a little bit, just to.
Okay. All right, that brings us to the town hall usage for the 250th celebration of the Pine Tree Riot. Tom Flaherty.
Thanks for the agenda item. I was here a few months ago, and I made my pitch. Would you like me to, not everybody was here. Would you like me to revisit that, or?
I don't need a revisit.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're asking for how many days for this?
One
Just-
day.
Do you
Well,
need
I'm
any-
sorry. For the actual event, it's Saturday, April 9th,
Yep.
Monday.
Okay.
The bonus question would be, could we use the town hall during the week for a number of rehearsals, which would just be limited to the cast and crew, which is about 25 people. They would really like to be able to rehearse on the spot that they're going to conduct the playa, and they're doing rehearsals and walkthroughs in a room like this right now, and they're about to move to full rehearsals, and they'd like to be able to use that for the week, a couple nights during the week. So that's the extent of it. And then the other difference between when I was here last time was we were going to have one presentation. We'd like to be able to schedule a second one an hour later with an hour gap. In the fortunate event that we have too many people, because I think there's a limit on the building capacity.
Capacity, yep.
Is it 100? Did I have that right?
That's what I was
right.
told.
I think it
Sounds
is,
right.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
posted, it's
It's
posted
higher
there
than
anyway,
Okay.
there's a sign.
We can
Fire
tell you, I think
department's
it's higher
good.
than that.
Yeah.
but-
Okay. Well, we would
Well, the
manage
fire
that, and
department's
if we have to do
posted.
a second one, we'd like to be able to do it, so
Okay.
people are, expressing their desire to see this. And it should be pretty fun, so we wouldn't want to turn people away.
Right.
Have you filled out a request form?
I did.
Yeah, I thought you had, yeah.
For what dates?
So,
Just the 9th?
The
or-
request form originally just had the 9th on there, so I should probably amend that or
You'll have to-
refile
Well,
it.
Yeah,
if he's gonna use it the day of the 9th, I don't think he needs
Well,
it for the
I'm thinking
second
prior
hour.
to that, though, if he's
You want it the week-
requesting more.
If we do some
The week
rehearsals that week,
before.
if it's
The
acceptable,
week before.
yeah, during that week.
Yeah, so at least that way nobody looks to schedule anything
Yeah,
during
Right.
that time.
So I can amend it.
Yeah, just send Karen an email.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
I'll get the schedule of what they would like to do and
Okay.
send it to you.
I, as one member, don't have a problem with it,
Nope.
No.
so. Do we need to entertain a motion, or? I think-
Well,
'cause
it's
I think-
closed, so we
I think
have
we
to make a
should, I think
motion.
we should, because again, it's been closed for so long,
The
so.
only other understanding is there's no bathroom facilities at the present
Well,
time.
we can get that
Because
fixed.
we have,
Yeah,
to
we do need to get that fixed.
we
I
We-
can comment on that.
We had no water
got
before.
no water in the
No.
My
toilet,
plan
they're
was to
leaking.
not use the bathrooms at all. I have an ADA compliant porta potty and a regular porta potty.
fine.
They're gonna be right outside that area.
Okay.
So,
That's the only other
That's-
issue,
yeah.
because there's toilet leaks.
Well, I think, but I think now,
Need to get it fixed.
above and beyond the,
Some
what
point.
they want to do,
We
was
gotta
we
get
need.
it, we gotta get it fixed.
We gotta get it fixed.
Before we can
Right.
get somebody in there to use it. Yeah.
Right.
and
So-
if it's not fixed, we can put tape across it or something like that if
Yeah.
you want.
All right,
I wasn't planning on using it if we
Okay.
were in there.
all right.
So I'll make a motion
Good.
to temporarily open up the town hall, the old town hall, excuse me, for the purpose of the Pine Tree Riot play, whatever this is, starting April 2nd, the Saturday prior, through April 10th, which is a Sunday,
Day after.
for cleanup.
For cleanup. All right, I'll second it. Moving second, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hope to all see you
We
there.
look
be
forward to
there.
it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Does any of you wanna just sign in so I know you're here? I got you. I got that one. I got him, I got Frank. Or you just tell me your name, I'll scribble it on there.
Debbie Farr. F-A-R-R.
I know Connie Evans. I know her.
Do we want to continue the conversation about the town hall now? or you wanna-
NNA?
I think we should.
I agree.
What's that?
Just continue the conversation
Yeah,
about
let's
the
do it
town
later.
hall.
We got Clay here.
Okay,
So we'll-
perfect. I
we'll
already
let
had-
Clay
I
say
had
it.
I was
Samantha on
thinking
here.
it wouldn't take long, I just,
Thank you very much, Al. Yeah.
Do it under
bye.
correspondence.
sure.
So. All right.
Come back into that, sure.
All right, that brings us to department head committee items. Library discussion. Clay?
Okay.
I've got some handouts here.
Okay.
4 of these have the estimates on them, the rest of these have summaries.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep. I just took one in hand. You have 6?
Yeah, I got 2.
No, I just didn't know if there was 6 packages.
You have 4 packages, and
Here.
there are 2.
I'll have to keep one for the minutes.
Yeah.
summaries right
Yeah.
here.
I can share. I can share. I'll just take the summaries. Yeah.
We'll share here.
All right.
It's the same as this page. Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
My name is Clay Creasy. I'm the library director. And back in August, Josh Hilliard came and he's a member of our trustees. He and I, we came and we requested replacement for our windows and our shades. And so I'm coming back to make another request for that, because that request did not go through. I will just add that the prices on the estimates have gone up a little bit. The reason why we need windows is because they're broken. I'm referring to the 7 windows in the Sawyer room, and they will not open. And so if we replace these windows, it would lower our energy cost. And one of our big concerns we have is, this is in the summer, we have an issue with mold and mildew because we cannot get proper ventilation in that room. So with new windows, we would be able to get that ventilation that we need. And then it would also help with just improved function for the room, so the groups using it also have the option to open the windows if they would like. And it improves safety and aesthetically as well. And for our blinds, I'd also say for safety reasons, and because right now they're pretty old, and it's easy for any kids to run up and grab the cord and pull it down the rollers. You know, who knows when the rollers are going to fall, you know. Also aesthetically, they're pretty old looking. And so the shades I'm suggesting that we get are, this is for 9 windows in the page room. And they're the cellular honeycomb style. And the good thing about these is that they're light filtering, so they do allow, if you can think of like really thin, like a thin sheet, they do allow light to go through, so that would improve our lighting situation. In addition, they would also reduce glare. And also, a neat feature too is that they do reduce noise a little bit, which is beneficial because, you know, from this road, all the trucks that come down the road, you know, so that's always a plus at a library. And also they can improve, the page room is, it's 100 years old or so, and it's very leaky as far, so any way we can reduce heating costs is beneficial. So they would improve the insulation as well. And so I got 3 estimates for the Sawyer room, and then I got 2 estimates for the page room. And so if we go by whichever the estimate is the lowest, it would be the B.J. Johnson, son of Goffstown, for $4,497, and then the budget blinds, which is $3,076. And so the total for both those would be $7,573.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
I have one question. How
Yes.
come you didn't come to us before with end of the year, looking to have end of the year money? I mean,
Well, let me back up
Yeah.
for a second. He came to us with CIP, we put it on the ARPA list.
yeah,
I think when we did the ARPA list, he got overlooked,
okay.
merely,
that's what
that's
I was-
all it was.
'Cause
Just
we-
like Janine with her $5,000 got overlooked. There's just
I was
some
just
things got
curious.
overlooked, I mean, and that was why, he was on the ARPA, that
Okay.
whole big ARPA thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough for CIP, even though he did CIP.
That's not,
It didn't meet the $15,000.
Quota, right.
yep.
So he came to us with Josh, and we put it on the ARPA list, but again, simple mistake, nobody's
Get bypassed.
nobody's
Okay.
fault.
Yeah.
That answers that.
All right, what's the board want to do? I've got a couple of ideas, but I want to hear the board.
Could,
The windows,
Building money.
the windows are the
yeah,
windows. I got no
government
problem with
building
windows.
money.
I have absolutely zero problem with the windows.
Government building money, it's short money.
I have an
For the
issue with the
government building money.
blinds.
Yeah,
Right. I have no problem taking it from the government buildings fund for that, for the
The windows.
for the $4,500 for the windows. Absolutely.
the shades,
Do we want to treat this as 2 separate items for this discussion then?
yeah.
I think we
because they
should.
are, they're 2 different vendors. so-
And the 2 different rooms of the library.
Okay.
So I'll move to approve the 7 double-hung vinyl windows with insulation for the Sawyer room awarded to B.J. Johnson and Son of Goffstown for the amount of $4,497 come from the Government Building Maintenance Fund.
Second.
Moving seconded, all in favor? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The shades.
I'm a very, I'll say it, I'm cheap, I'm frugal. $500 per shade seems slightly excessive.
Those are pretty big windows.
They're pretty big windows in
They
there,
are.
too.
They're wide.
They're like these things, yeah.
Okay.
They're a lot taller.
We did
But they're
it.
tall,
much
yeah, if
taller.
you look at them.
Well, they're 72-inch cord, so I'm assuming they're similar height, correct?
These are 84.
Okay, 84.
I got curtains, that's how I know.
Okay. I bought stuff at Lowe's and Home Depot and paid substantially less than this, but that's my experience. Maybe I'm not.
I think you're paying for the installation, too.
No, it's-
Well, no, the installation is its own
installation's on the
separate
back
line.
page. Yeah, that's,
And that's at $30 per unit.
it's $375 to put them in.
Yeah, that's added to the total.
Considered to the
So
total.
it's $500 per window for a blind.
Right.
I mean,
That's the install right there.
And that's going with the budget blinds quote, just for clarity.
Right.
What, because obviously I'm very out of touch with this. What drives the price of that? Why is it so expensive compared to,
I mean,
I guess, consumer grade?
Right, and it's because of the honeycomb,
The cellular
yeah, the
style.
cellular,
Yep,
which, you can see the way it looks right here. I don't
Okay,
know if you can
yep.
see that, but,
yeah, I've seen those.
yeah, you've seen those, yeah. I wanted to go with a professional installer because I could just go to Lowe's and buy them, but
Yep,
I wouldn't exactly know what I was doing. I want to make sure they're properly installed. And, you know, I just don't want to have
don't know
any
if
issues
you'd
with
get
them.
that,
I don't want them to fall down or
don't
anything.
think
It's
that
like
costs
someone
anything.
tugs on it. So I just want to make sure, because it's an old building that is properly fitted.
I'll let everybody else have their own opinion on that.
Well,
And the budget blinds does reference, it's a 40% discount.
Yeah, they're discounted $1,800.
right, right, which is substantial.
Yeah.
The other one, 3-day blinds, they gave me a $900 discount as well. It was originally going to be like $5,200. So they did because I had a promo code, so.
What's up there currently, anything?
Yeah, they're blinds, they're roller blinds, and they're old and, yeah, so just aesthetically and functionally, they're not,
These are the kind that you pull down to
Yeah.
go back up?
right, and
Yep,
it's really hard to get them to get, you know,
To catch
I
again.
think we all know the struggle,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so to get them to right where, you know, the right place, or if they don't flip up all the way, or, you know, if you don't,
Right.
sorry,
You get in the wrong place, yeah.
right. I could have gone with the motorized version. It's not too, that would have been like $7,500, you know, you could just, they even have voice activated ones, you know, so.
Alexa blinds.
Yes, like that.
Yeah.
Alexa, drop those blinds.
That's right.
So in the future, we won't have to push a button, we could just,
Talk to it. That's right. I think budget blinds install price is very good.
Yeah.
I think that their price, again, I guess I am out of touch with that. I can definitely see where Selectman Van's coming from, because I think $500 a window is considerable amount of money as well. But it doesn't seem like it's that far off compared to the other one. Once you put the discounts aside, it seems like it's the same amount of money between two vendors.
I'm just too cheap, I can't support this.
Right.
I could support maybe $100 to $150 a window plus installation. I could understand. $500 a window.
And insulation, yeah,
That just seems.
a lot.
Yeah, like I said, I'm cheap. I'm out of touch, but I just bought some Venetian blinds or mini blinds, whatever the hell they're called now, for my house, and they were $30 a piece, and I thought that was expensive.
Should we say you are cheap?
You squeak when you walk, eh?
Uh huh.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, you could've got them for about $8 a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely. So, all
Go buy a sheet of plywood.
right, we know one member's take on it. What's the rest of the board think?
I mean, in today's construction prices and today's material, that's pretty close right to the money. I mean, you can go get the consumer grade one, you're gonna have kids running through there, or anybody else that's other than the library staff, that even if they grab onto it, and the thing is that they're not that great, it's gonna come crashing down, we're gonna be revisiting this
Right.
again, so. Much as I agree that's a lot of money, but it's the cheaper of the two, they gotta put the blinds in there, so.
I see nothing on here regarding a warranty.
I'm certain they would have a warranty, but, you would think.
Yeah.
If it's not in writing, we can't.
Yeah, actually, I
Taillight
did not give you
guarantee.
all the fine print. Let's see here. Look at the full budget, Brian. Okay, oh no, that's Pella. The windows have warranties as well. Here's the terms and conditions. Warranties do not include labor. There will be a charge of $99 for the, okay, so the warranty does not include labor, it says right here. I don't have the details on the warranty. So if you would like me to come back to the next meeting with more details on that? We could.
I think that would change my perspective,
Okay.
is the warranty. Installation, I figured that'd be off the table, as far as warranty side of it. They're just gonna
Right.
warranty the part.
No.
But, yeah, I would like to see that.
Okay. I
yeah.
could do that, and I could see if I can maybe have other options too, so.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Clay.
That brings us to the manifest. And you're gonna.
Did you have something?
Janine's
Oh,
here for some
Janine's here.
reason.
Here she is. Department heads. Take that back. So quiet over there. Sorry.
Janine Lynch, Park and Rec Chair. So I'm here tonight because I'd like to, we, the Park and Rec Commission, would like to have a change or addition made to the facility use forms. So we're dealing with a dilemma where we have leftover, unused, damaged equipment just left behind at numerous fields. And we need, so in expectation of you use the old town hall, you use the middle school, it needs to be in a condition that you arrived in, it needs to be when you left. Obviously, our field usage is long-term, so it's not one day, but, seasons come and gone and things aren't being cleaned up. So we were just hoping that it could be a line added in to the forms. Let's see, requests will only be granted for the field facility uses if all damaged and unused equipment has been removed from the premises. We can't just specifically say from the field because they're in the outskirts, bushes, overlying area. So we've been specifically telling the organizations responsible, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. That's not working. It's been, a good year that we've been asking nicely, so we really need to have it in writing with backing.
When you say things left behind, equipment left behind, the things left behind, give an example. Like,
I have one cruddy picture. I emailed it, 2 weeks ago with a couple pictures, but this is, and you can pass it around, this is one of them. This is at Bolton. beyond the soccer field, that's
yeah, I
one of
saw
them.
that.
And it's just, it's all falling down, come apart, it's not gonna be used again, it's,
There's still equipment standing at Purington Field. I drive by that all the time.
so it's
Is
just.
it damaged and,
It is not damaged, it's just out there in the
That
middle of
is-
the field.
yeah, that's
This
damaged,
is-
so I
this
mean.
is-
Right.
damaged.
I mean,
That's
and some of
damaged,
it,
that's
like,
junk.
for example, they do have a batting cage that gets used. And they're not gonna take that down and move that, you know?
Right.
And that's fine, it's being used. But there's clearly
Yeah.
plenty of stuff that's beyond, it looks crummy, you know, there's.
That's the old batting cage at Bolton.
The batting cage in the background is still standing and in use. This in front is a soccer net that's coming
Oh,
down.
okay.
It's a soccer net.
Yeah.
Not a goal.
You know, they hang from them. They hang from them like chin-up bars, and they don't last very long, you know? So that's one of the pictures. The other picture I have didn't print out as well. But that's not the only piece of equipment,
So
and
it's-
that's not the only field, but that's one of the worst ones.
So,
Go ahead.
this line you're gonna add, Janine, is that if they leave equipment there in the fall and it's not removed by the, whatever the date is that you want,
Right.
then they're not gonna be able to sign up for the following year?
Right, so in March, we're going to be hearing all the directors for the entire year. So it'll be spring season and fall season. And if they're requesting the Bolton soccer field for, and it's requested for not just soccer, you know, lacrosse will practice on it, flag football, so it's multiple. That will not be granted until the equipment is removed.
Right.
Because it's just, it's also a hazard.
Do we know
I
who
mean,
the-
they're broken pipes.
Do we know who it belongs to?
Well, the organization, typically, it's WAC for most of it. I mean, as far as generals, we haven't seen any football stuff. But, so it's WAC, and it's, you know, it's different sports. But it's the organization that would need to.
So whereabouts did you want to insert this again? I've got the policy up right now.
I only brought with me the one page, but,
It's a facility use form right now.
right.
So did you bring the application? Is that what you brought?
I just brought the one with me, and, but it's, just trying to remember, was there any lines similar to, I didn't have a particular location in mind.
Okay.
What was the wording again?
So, my suggestion was, field/facility use requests will only be granted if all damaged and unused equipment has been removed from the premises.
I didn't take shorthand, so can I see that?
Yes, you can.
Can I make one minor suggestion?
Yes, please.
Towards the end, at the end of that, from the previous season or previous,
I would say in general, even if it's
Yeah,
the other
just
time
in-
they're using it.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay.
anybody saying, well, it wasn't our previous season or anything like that. So
Yeah.
just in general.
okay.
If you don't
I mean, I
remove it-
realize we're playing catch-up right now because I'm not, you know, it didn't just happen.
Yep.
But moving forward, it'll be, because it's every spring, we do the field usage
Okay.
requests, so.
Maybe when they come this spring for the field usage, you need to say, you need to go get all your equipment before I sign
So-
it.
I did send out an email letting them know that this is what I was hoping would be approved, and that if it was, that was the only form that we were gonna accept was the new one with the new verbiage, and that it needed to, that was, that's it.
So there is a line on page 2 at the top. It says all activities must be under consent. I'm sorry, all activities must be under constant, competent adult supervision approved by the Board of Selectmen and the facility manager of the building if there is a designated manager. The group using the facilities will be responsible for any damage to the building or equipment. I think that's where we would insert something like
But
this.
that, absolutely, that
Yes.
sounds really,
What
like,
paragraph is that?
It's the first paragraph on the second page of the facility use form.
Makes sense.
Where are
But-
you gonna insert it?
But I think it would be a blanket insert.
At the end of that statement?
Yeah, the group using the facilities will be responsible for any damage to the building or equipment and responsible for any equipment left behind by the user. Because it could be WAC, it could be the individual.
Yep.
Which just covers the town hall and everything else. So.
right, just pick up your stuff, people.
Exactly,
Get rid
and
of your
that's,
trash.
and that's why I said maybe by the applicant.
Applicant.
Yeah, I know that we
By the
take
applicant, yeah.
security
Right.
down payment, whatever you want to call it.
For like the town hall and things
Town
like
hall,
that.
we don't
Right.
do anything for, like that for the fields, right?
Right, and that's,
But I'm saying,
But this is a blanket for all town.
yeah, so I'm
what's
wondering
added?
if they should include that they should have a penalty to pay. If they don't do it, you
Well,
can tell them.
And
the
I-
penalty is they don't get it
They
back
don't
the
get
next
to
season.
use it again.
That's a big enough penalty.
We have to clean it up anyway, so.
right.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I
and-
don't feel like that should come back to the town, the highway department, or whoever, or Parks and Rec, to go down there and pick that mess up
Right.
and dispose of
But
it.
we have an entire policy for everything, so maybe we need to sharpen our pencil on the entire policy.
Yeah.
Because it was brought up, having a fee, having a penalty, and it's like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to collect that type of thing, but we can say, no, you can't use it again.
Well, you could collect it when the fact they want to go back and use it, and they don't get to
Well,
until they pay the
Parks
fee.
can't collect money, so we wouldn't be able to do
They
that.
can-
We
they
love
can-
taking money.
But they can bring it to the town.
So do you want to add her sentence at the end of
Yeah.
the first
They
paragraph?
they can't get back in
I
there
think so.
until they pay.
Right,
Yeah.
and if you guys want a penalty, but I mean, and then they pay the
gonna
penalty,
police
and
it?
then they don't clean it up, so then are we in the right same,
Well,
so, or would it be penalty?
But like you said, as long as it's in the application
Yeah.
packet,
Yeah.
I think we're covered.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
think a
think so.
penalty is necessary.
Yeah, we can, I mean, we can always revisit this if we have to, a month, 2 months, 4 months down the road, so.
Right, so do we want to add something to this
We can add
paragraph or
it
no?
now, so when they grab their
Yeah.
forms to fill them out.
Right,
yeah.
all right, so,
No, I'm talking in terms of like if we
If
want to
there's
put
anything
penalty or
else.
something.
oh,
like
yeah, that can be down
If
the
We'll
road.
look at that
If
further
this
down.
isn't enough,
If this manifests, yeah.
that. Yeah, exactly.
be coming back for police line, do not cross tape? No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
So it says the
Let's not go
group,
down that
the
road.
group using the facilities will be responsible for any damage to the building or equipment.
Or any,
To the
or any
building.
equipment left behind.
Well, it says building or equipment. What about grounds?
Grounds. I think
Grounds.
You need grounds in there, because that's.
Yeah, put grounds in there too, because this covers everything we do.
Yeah,
Also, to make sure they
Building, comma,
remove.
grounds, and equipment.
And, yeah, all right, I like that.
Even if the equipment isn't ours.
Yep.
So you were gonna, it was damaged and then left behind, was that the other, I think the left behind too.
Yeah,
was-
any equipment.
Was the key word, basically stuff being left behind.
Well, I think that, yeah,
Because they've not damaged anything, it's their property
Yeah, they
that
just
they've
leave
left
it.
it behind.
Well, no, but if,
They've not damaged
for
anything that
instance, there was an
belongs to
issue
town.
this past year where some grounds got damaged.
Right.
Because of a lot of moisture in the ground.
Well, yeah,
And they corrected it, but
Yeah.
had they not, then this would have covered that
And
issue.
I agree, but
There's
on
been
top
damage
of
to
it,
fences and
also
everything else
stuff
down
being
there,
left
too.
behind. I agree the damaging of, because, yeah, the fields have been damaged.
Yep.
Same situation, but also the left behind,
Yeah.
it's it's theirs. They've not technically damaged anything that belongs to the town. They're just leaving
leaving
stuff
broken,
behind.
yeah,
Litter.
broken stuff. yeah.
Yes, big litter.
Yep.
Do they pick up all their trash and take it with them too?
Pretty much. There's cleanup days. A lot of the high school teams will come down and do a cleanup day, and but for the most part, yeah, it's cleaned up.
Yeah.
You know, the coaches are really good about that. When the practice of the game's over, everybody grab 2 or 3 pieces of trash you see. You know, so
Yeah,
all right.
So, yeah,
So,
that's good.
I just had it and I just lost it.
I'll stop talking.
The group using the facilities will be responsible for,
all damages.
I'm gonna have to write this down, because I had it and I lost it, and had it and lost it again.
It's too late tonight. I just the brain's not.
I don't know. Let's move on. Unless you guys don't want to do
So
something
we get the
tonight.
drift of it, so probably whatever else we put in there, we should run it by the powers to be. Make sure we have a legal basis for it.
What about making it a number?
What do you mean?
You've got 1 through 10,
So make it 11?
make it 11.
It doesn't have a number.
What doesn't have a number?
I'm in the base of the form, of the, not in the form.
Yeah, on the
It's
second
not,
page.
it's not in the numbers in the bottom. It's one of the, just one of the bullets.
So making it its own bullet afterwards, maybe?
All right, let's try this. The group using the facilities will be responsible for removing any and all applicant-generated equipment or trash and be responsible for any damage to building grounds or equipment owned by the town.
Sounds like it covers it.
Run that by me again.
Yeah. Can you be?
The group using the facilities will be responsible for removing any and all applicant-generated equipment and trash, and be responsible for any damage to building grounds or town-owned equipment.
That seems to cover it.
Yep, that sounds good. That trick removing word is all I
Yep.
need. Sounds perfect to me.
That seemed to work for the board. Because that is the trash,
Yep.
which would justify anything, and equipment would be,
Yep.
And where did you insert that?
you made me get rid
The
of
end
the
of
use
the
form.
first
Well, I don't know that we're
Alright,
on the
so-
same page on that
paragraph
one.
the
So I went to the
second
town website,
Yep.
Yep.
the facility use form under the Board of Selectmen.
Yep,
Top of page 2, it says all activities must be under constant, competent adult.
okay,
And
yeah.
at the end of it, it says the group using the facilities will be responsible.
I'm okay with the language.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're leaving that and then adding to it.
Yes. We're leaving the paragraph, and then
Just adding
the
that
group
sentence.
using the facilities will be responsible, and then for removing any and all applicant-generated equipment and trash.
I'll second that.
Aye.
I'm gonna wait for her to keep writing it. Oh. Well, this is gibberish and hen scratch. You want me to keep going with it?
Sounds good.
It's just pictures. Don't let me lie to you. I can't write.
Stick figures.
For removing any and all,
Applicant-generated equipment
Trash.
and trash, and also responsible for any damage to building, comma, grounds, or town-owned equipment.
The clock has moved. I'm so lost. Where did the clock go?
7:13.
In
Okay,
the
so
cabinet
group-
'cause it's
The
dead.
group using the facilities will be responsible for removing any and all applicant-generated equipment and trash, and also responsible for any damages to building grounds or town-owned equipment.
It is ours.
That covers it?
Okay.
Yeah, I
John,
don't know why it's.
Pay attention.
Sorry. It's a park-related question
Yes.
he's asking.
So, does that cover it, everybody, you think?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so it was moved and seconded, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Getting distracted. All right.
Thank you. So, if Karen can just let me know, or Beth, whoever, when it's all set, so I can spread the word.
Yep.
And to answer Selectman John Van's question, part question, that was from the tennis court. So now that we're having the Emma Sawyer Fund helping with the resurfacing,
Yep.
we're gonna redo a new sign, making sure that they get credit due. So it was brought here for a meeting to talk about.
Okay.
So,
Are we still on board for middle of April?
Yes, nothing's changed. I've heard nothing to change. It's just on temperatures and rain. So we'll be, it's within April, because if it's drier somewhere else, they'll go there first. We're first unless it's drier somewhere else. We've been waiting since fall to get the tennis courts taken care of,
So we're gonna finish second again.
right?
Yeah.
Just in time. So
What-
anybody,
What about the boat ramp?
great news. We are moving really good forward. Did you hear about did they acknowledge the check yet for the boat ramp?
Yeah, and you guys, we applied for the wetlands permit again. We're just
Okay.
waiting.
So the check went through for Heritage and Conservation signed.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
it's already been sent to Concord with $400.
so it's just the state.
We're waiting on to hear back from the state.
Do they have a time that they have to tell us an answer?
It's a state. They'll
Snail mail.
let you know in August.
Before
You're
2030.
talking about the Department of Environmental Services.
Sorry, I asked.
You'll know in August of 24.
No, they should,
should
I
get
think they're a
back now.
couple weeks turnaround.
Yeah, probably a couple
We
weeks.
only mailed it out last week, I think.
So, should be a great boat ramp season. Should be all
So are
set
we
there.
talking a cement ramp?
No, this is same material. This is, we got permission to, what's there is just,
Like for like.
yeah.
Like for
blacktop.
like,
Much easier
And
than something new.
Repair, not reconstruct.
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Correct
maybe
verbiage.
CIP down the road for some big fancy thing, but right now it's.
Repairs.
The highway department can put the asphalt back in that was there, so. it
How
can
long
be
is the permit good for? I'm curious.
4 years?
5 years.
5 years.
So
5 years.
after this repair, if next year we have to make another repair, we do not have to pull a
I had to
permit?
specifically tell them what we were gonna do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like material, we wouldn't have to revisit the application, I would
I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
Right. So.
Good, good news.
Right, we can keep fixing the asphalt.
For 5 years.
For 5 years.
Then we'll go to
Whatever.
CIP, get something fancy.
It's cheaper than concrete ramp.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Those planks are,
Or damages, one or two.
right.
Whatever come first.
We've been lucky, the water level's been good. Any other park questions?
I think we're good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you soon, I'm sure.
Okay. So I kind of have to wing this manifest a little bit because usually I have one in front of me, but I don't have it this time. So I'm going to try and go back to the minutes. But I think that might just trip me up further. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, of course you'd have to choose a minute, so we didn't have any freaking manifest on. There you go. Good job. All right. To order the treasurer, I order the treasurer to sign payroll and accounts payable checks dated February 17th, as include, I told you I was going to screw this up. As included in the following manifest. A payroll manifest of $76,314.39. And also, payroll checks dated 2/24 for $70,943.69, and accounts payable 2/17 for $23,514.58, and a accounts payable dated 2/24 of $38,254.26. As there is no selectmen's meeting scheduled for Monday, the 28th, further order the treasurer to sign payroll checks dated
March 3rd.
March 3rd, estimated to be about $90,000, and further order the treasurer to sign up to the amount of $90,000 for accounts payables that cannot wait until the next scheduled meeting. Actual reports and check amounts will be reported to the Board of Selectmen inclusion in the manifest memo at the next scheduled meeting.
Good job.
Is there a second?
Second.
Good job.
Yeah, we absolutely destroyed that.
Well, it was pretty-
Seconded,
it's
all in
pretty close.
favor?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was pretty close.
Ah, it was pretty close. You want your manifest back?
No, I wrote it down here. So I had it too. I can take it if you want, doesn't matter.
It's got a little my hand scratch on there too. All right. Oh, and look at that. Now it brings us to minutes. And it's actually the minutes I chose. Look at that. Page 1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Yes.
Whoa, hey, how you doing?
Towards the bottom, Selectman Van moved, Vice Chairman Meany seconded. The vote math does not match up. Vote should be 401, not 501.
Mm-hmm.
Only change.
And 6.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes of February 7th, 2022 as amended.
Second.
Move and seconded, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Administrator's report.
Well, I looked one up here in the last couple minutes. Radio communication, I did email, it was late today, but I emailed two-way with permission to start whatever he needs to go poke around. Forestry contract, we do need to finalize that, and I'll try to get that finalized. I think after we get through town meeting, we have somewhat of a lull. We have a lot of things we need to get to. This being one of them. We'll pursue the Collins Cemetery as well. Cemetery trustees, we're gonna wait. The driveway bond policy, one that is not on here is the, I sent to you guys, is the rental. We really need to talk about the short-term rental ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be on my list. You did say yes on the current use penalty, correct? For the Lost Boys hideout?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Asbestos testing, I went by there today, still, I mean, you could get up there, up through and.
Probably
forward
too muddy.
drive, But it's gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a mess in the next
So we're still
2 days.
holding on that one.
Yeah.
Candidates night, you might have seen, we put out, candidates night, we're gonna do Thursday night, March 3rd, WMS Cafe. Cafetorium, what are we gonna call it, 6:30 to 8:30, the first hour is gonna be town positions, and the second hour is gonna be school board positions. Eileen has agreed to moderate. So if anybody has any questions, I'm really looking to get questions ahead of time, so we're not standing there looking at each other. Now, we also need to talk about town meeting vote coverage on Tuesday, March 8th, from 7 AM to 7 PM. That's gonna be a somewhat of an issue.
Well, try to be there for the
Jack
day.
usually is in all day, but Jack is not gonna be able to do it, so.
He's gonna be outside.
So I'm able to do from probably, safe to say, 1 PM till the end. And I did speak with Mr. Clow, and he's agreed to help cover for my
Okay.
shift in the morning, unless that's changed.
You can put me in anytime during the day or all day.
Yeah, because then he
Appreciate that.
could then be shifted to another spot too. So you do all day, Tom?
Thank you.
So.
Now, Jack, maybe remind me, didn't we have some advice given to us by the AG's office last year?
It's not advice, it's the law.
Law.
It's
The law,
supposed to be- All the
advice, law.
selectmen are supposed to be there.
That's what I thought,
But
or
if you don't,
designees.
You have to swear in a designee.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be there for the day.
It's
Yeah.
like, according to, the Secretary of State says, I can be there, but I can't touch anything. I can't be involved in.
Right,
So
the
I can't
process.
stand by the ballot box, so I just
No.
kind of walk
You're
around.
gonna do all day?
But
I'll do all
the
day.
Attorney General doesn't recommend it, but
Mm-hmm.
this, one says yes. So the safe thing to do, so there's no
Now,
air of inappropriation
give-
that you should. no.
given the situation with you as you're going for a different position, how does that affect the current town clerk?
Again, the Secretary of State said she could be in there, but she can't do anything with the ballots. She can
Okay.
supervise, but when it comes to the counting at the end of the night, she has to
can't
be
do it.
outside of everything and stand in the neutral observation.
So the moderator takes over.
Okay.
Moderate, which pretty much is it.
Okay, all right.
When is the swearing in of Mr. Clow? Does that have to be that day or?
Yeah,
That morning.
That morning?
Eileen will swear in, I'm sure there'll be others.
Okay,
Yeah, she has to
Eileen's
swear in all
gonna
the ballot.
swear in everybody,
clerks
the
and all
ballot
that.
clerks and everybody, so.
gotcha.
I know I've been asked, Beth's been asked for the day. Which will probably happen, we've done that before.
Okay.
So we're always there all day, there's two of
Right.
us.
I mean, I preferably would, I like to be able to do what John did, so I can open up my office and get my guys rolling, so it'd be like a 1 o'clock arrival, if that's possible for
Okay,
either you or
Fine.
Beth.
that leaves you.
Either you or Beth to cover me.
And then find an alternate if
I can
you,
come and go, whatever.
Well, you have to say it, not me. I'll give you a time, it would be all day.
Don't
Don't leave it to me.
Give me the time.
7 to 7.
7 to 7
No, not 7 to end.
7 to end, I
to
like
the
that.
end, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean,
7 to 7, because I will not.
We
count
just
the-
gave you all day, how's
No,
that?
but you gotta sign the boxes,
Yeah.
yeah,
so.
so after they get done counting, so
Yeah.
it's
All right.
7 and.
Well, I think we'll have enough coverage. There'll be time if you needed to during a lull to step out.
Yeah.
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 As long as
With
you have
everything
three
going
signatures.
on with COVID and everything like that, have you gotten a feeling whether we're gonna have enough volunteers for this?
Yeah.
And for the other 2 elections we're having this year?
I live a day at a time. I go to one. I don't know what the outcome's gonna bring. You don't know what the pandemic's gonna do. Today's fine.
Yeah, the elections.
You may
will come in the-
ramp back up in the fall. I don't know.
that's
So-
all.
Just curious if you heard anything.
No, the
Yeah,
elections.
Maureen's very good about, and she's very diligent about getting some help. So I think it's been covered,
Okay.
you know.
Falls on the town clerk and the moderator, that's where the elections fall, so.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think she's got some coverage.
Okay,
She
good.
always has,
She always
you know, the
does.
same group. There is a lull,
Right.
you know. You've got the busy in the morning for the people going to
Work.
work.
Yep.
You've got the people in the afternoon getting out of work.
And then the night.
Lunchtime, you have a little bit of a rush, but other than that, it's just a little at a
It tells me we're
time.
not gonna have the 80+% turnout this.
I don't think so.
Who knows, so you get the mid.
No, you probably get about
with the-
1,500
With the
people.
dispute with the midterms, so come the midterm.
Oh, that,
Oh,
that-
talking-
midterms will be
The
a,
governor's.
I'm talking in 2 weeks.
I'm talking for us. We'll be lucky if we get 1,500 out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you saw the ballot hanging there, so
Yeah.
those came and they're headed out to all the requests for
Okay.
absentees.
All right. Yeah, I like I said, so if that's covered, then that'd be awesome.
I think, like I said, I think she hasn't reached out to me, and I honestly didn't
Okay.
get a chance to talk with her today.
All right. If that,
I just need to connect with Benji on Riverdale. I haven't done that yet.
if the situation changes over there, just let me know and I'll see
Yeah.
if I can back out a little
Yeah,
further.
I know, we'll make it work, we always do,
Okay.
so.
Anything else in your report? Nope. All right. Any ex officio updates?
No, the planning board has not had any meetings. The meeting will be tomorrow night, because there wasn't anything been on their agenda since, what, the end of
Well, you didn't have a
November?
meeting in
We-
you didn't have a meeting
mean-
February 10th.
Yeah, we've done the meeting.
They're actually,
So,
waiting, they're waiting on to see what the vote is for their March meeting.
Okay.
Yeah,
They do have one,
we have one thing coming up,
you
and
have one hearing tomorrow night, but
Okay.
that's it.
That's not bad.
that's for,
And Janine presented Park, so.
we're gonna have, what is it for, the hearing will be on food truck,
Oh, okay.
Quaker Street.
Yes.
There's pending issues with the state,
Yeah.
which we got the email on, and there's other pending issues which
Okay.
still have to get addressed.
Not on Stone Pond. We do it twice a year. Conservation?
Nothing, just that, we're gonna have to get the
Forestry.
contract, yeah.
Okay. All right. Correspondence, other business. I know we want to bring up the town hall.
Yep, under other business, yep.
Yep.
Also, we got that letter, I guess.
Yes, we got that letter too. Yep.
That's non-public.
That's in process.
That's in the process of.
So we
road
put that to bed.
agents.
We got a letter from a resident on Thorndike Road regarding the culvert, and that's still in process.
Yeah.
So, but town hall. So, who do we need to get over there to get it? Is it just a
So you
plumber?
became
or-
we also had a problem with water last week, we had none.
Right.
That was a
Has
pump
that been
though, right?
rectified?
That was a.
Yeah, that was a
artesian well?
pump that was at, the library, but keep in mind, we share that well.
Right.
It's three
So when
places.
Clay came in and they didn't have any water, we went over and we had no water in the town hall.
It's, I think, and it doesn't that also supply the?
Legion?
Legion. I think
Right,
it's
so
three
he
places.
got someone right away. Kentucky did it before, and something, I don't know exactly what happened, but, they had to get a truck in to, I think, do something with a pump.
Pull the pump.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that required the big truck. You're gonna see a bill if you haven't already
yeah,
for
'cause I think that was,
$2,000 to fix that, which I suggested come out of the government building.
Yep.
We're now back, we all have water again, so that's been fixed. I just have to get a plumber over there. Now, we never put the plumber out to bid,
Yeah.
because we haven't honestly, since that whole run of plumbing issues we had here, was easily solved by the additional thing in the back.
Right. Who do we use for that?
We had used Granite State.
Yep.
We have others that can do it.
Okay.
I don't know how busy anybody is, but, I mean, we can get 3 people to give us a quote or go over and look at it, but
I think a lot of it is just as probably, is that water
it's
is.
just we shut off. I
Got a
think
lot
this
of
probably-
iron,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like everything else.
Right.
This needs to be run, because it smells like,
Rotten eggs.
it
Yeah.
smells like sulfur.
But the other thing is I think it leaks, and it leaks out into the seal, and I think in one of the toilets, so I think it
Yeah.
needs to be
Well,
all
they have
redone.
Let's get three estimates.
yeah.
New valve seats, new.
If possible, yeah. I mean, even if it's new toilet or whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
I don't think you need a new toilet, just
Well,
the new
you never
guts and
know.
the new
You're gonna
the
need
new
a new
seal
wax ring
underneath,
probably.
new wax ring.
Wax
that's
ring
what's-
and maybe a new mount around the floor or whatever, but yeah.
We'll see how bad the.
So
floor
I
is,
can
know
get
when you
3
pull it
quotes,
up.
because you know as well as I do, right now, things are kind of crazy.
Right. I
People
could have
busy.
sworn we just replaced a pump over there not that long ago.
Right, and that's
At
why
the
the biggest
library?
part of the bill you're
Was it
gonna
labor?
see
Yeah, it was-
is the truck.
I think that
I think it was
was,
like
But we
3.
got a free pump out of it.
It was like 2,000, but that was mostly the truck.
that was the truck and the labor, but I think the last time, yeah, we paid,
think it was
I wanna say 7,000 plus for.
Close, yeah.
For the
For a
pump.
pump job, yeah.
Pump, and that's to pull it, put it back in and all that.
Pump, yeah.
Right, so I just want to make sure that we got stuff warranted, because that wasn't in there that long.
Well, that's if the pump actually failed.
Well, whatever it may be, but
I
that
don't
was,
remember exactly, I know it was.
We'll have to find out, but I
Yeah.
did
He
see
came
what the
over, but he
warranty
got
was
right
on
on
the
it,
pump.
because they
right.
couldn't leave. the
Usually it's
building
5
open.
year,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, like it'll be just outside the wall.
Well, that's
I'm
usually the way we
thinking it's
roll, yeah,
probably
that's usually when they
pushing
fail.
Somewhere between 4 and 5,
Yeah.
that went in, I'm guessing.
Right, because I remember signing, I
remember-
remember questioning it
we
here
had a-
because it was so much.
We had a big debate, but they needed water, we had to get it done, and they were
Right,
the only ones to
exactly,
do it.
but it
We were
was
stuck.
It was substantial amount of money,
Yep, it was over $7,000, I remember
right, that was, yeah, so,
But I know it's expensive to have that truck come and pull that pipe,
right,
plus labor.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
got two or
especially if it's
couple
low.
of guys at least there, maybe more.
yep, plus all the equipment, so, okay.
Continue on with the town hall. After the Pine Tree Riot celebration extravaganza, like to consider opening the town hall once a week, or one weekend. So that would give us time to have it cleaned in between, because I believe we do have a cleaner on contract for that. So that was one of the
One
biggest.
weekend a month?
No, I'm sorry, once per week. Ideally on the weekend, but we could.
So
figure-
one event per week,
One event per week. That gives us time to have the cleaner come in during the week.
plus some time in between.
Yep, and then as time progresses, we can reevaluate it. But as others have said, this has been closed for way too long.
Yep, I'm okay with that. To get it once,
Well, I
once
know-
we make the repairs, obviously.
Yes.
But
Part
just,
of- part of the-
After the Pine Tree Riot's done too.
Part of their facility use is also they're supposed to pay for the cleaning. So
Right.
Make sure that,
Yep. But
Right, but-
that's the concern I have, which is if we say, well, we're just gonna open it, and then we're gonna have somebody scheduled Saturday and then somebody scheduled Sunday, we have nobody to police that it gets done in between that time. That's why I say.
That's
for-
the biggest
to
problem we've always
begin
had,
with,
and then you do
we don't have
this.
anybody to police it as it is, even in between.
No,
It's
even
we
when
do.
person.
you still
It's-
point fingers at everybody.
Right.
but that gives us some time to
Oh, yeah.
get somebody in there. So I'm good with the one event per week to start to see where we.
Well, I guess, yeah, look at it after the pine tree extravaganza.
Yep.
Right. So, and that's a month and a half away. So,
Right.
Con Dios, amigo.
well, maybe not a month and a half,
yeah,
but
it's coming up.
coming right up around the corner, month.
Over a month, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Anything else? A short non-public.
Yeah.
All set? All right, I'm gonna move, we go into non-public under RSA 91A3, Roman numeral 2, A and C.
Lied again.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, roll call, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Be adjourning
We'll be
afterwards.
adjourning afterwards, thank you.